The summer holiday is a time for the whole family to relax.
In 50 metres, turn right.
Right.
Oh, Jesus. I play Doug, who's the father of 3 kids, married to Rosamund Pike, but the marriage has seen better days. They're in the process of splitting up, but for the sake of my father's 70th birthday, which happens in Scotland, we're pretending that's not the case.
So our children have been instructed carefully not to let on that we're living in separate houses. And as you know, you tell a child enough times not to say something, and that very thing will be at the forefront of their mind, and that's all they can think of saying.
It's a story about families, it's a story about generations and kids and parents and relationships, and it's very funny, but it's also very touching, and I'm really proud of it, actually.
The water won't be cold, will it, Grandad?
It's only the North Atlantic. Why on earth would it be cold?
It's freezing!
We get to be on the poster, but it's all about the kids, you know. It's what Guy and I, we all know from Outnumbered, it's what Guy and Andy do so well, is they allow children to be children, and you see children behaving in the way that we know children behave, but on film, and it's rare to witness that. I think they just have got a way of unlocking that, and it's wonderful, I think.
There's a script, but we don't show the script to the kids. We sort of summarise just before they go for the scene. So very often we get the lines back in their own version.
Yeah, but with the adult actors, it is mostly scripted,
yeah.
Nearly all scripted. So it's probably less than sort of working with Outnumbered or something, with less improvisation, because obviously in a film you've got to keep the story going. So, but we just try and allow those a bit of a space for the children to be themselves.
We didn't get a script, so it would either be saying you say this line, or we had to make it up.
Andy and Guy tell the children what the scene's about, what might happen, what they might think, and then they go and do it. So you probably get a couple of takes with the children when the children just do exactly what is true and fresh, and then you can shoot around it, so anything that needs to be picked up in the scene after that is done without the children.
It's nice to do improvisation, and it's better than just doing reading a script. It's like just reading and reading again and again and again. Instead, you could do it by thinking of words, and it would be the best because you don't need to think of words before the set.
Tell them.
So then the children would go off, and we'd have to do our side of the scene with either Andy or Guy. Now, I don't know if you talked to Andy or Guy, but Andy is very, very bearded, and Guy is very, very tall. So we had these very oddball children, which I became quite attached to, I have to say. My bearded 4-year-old.
Uncle Gavin, are you rich? This place is enormous.
Comfortable. I'm a short seller.
You sell shorts? You're a short sailor.
Not a short sailor, a short seller.
If you are part of a family, or have ever been part of a family, or are ever imagining you might be part of a family, then I think this film has insights and will make you laugh and make you cry, and it's a really lovely piece of work.
Mum and Dad swear all the time.
Okay, but...
Tell that to your poxy effing C word of solicitor, you effing B word.